Roll call.
Mayor Tonita Gula Hiron.
Present.
Councilor David G. Romero.
Present.
Councilor Barbara Casey.
Here.
Councilor Vincent Howell.
Here.
Councilor David A. Ulibarri Jr.
Here.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. We do have a quorum.
Thank you very much. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
On a moment of silence today, I usually pass that responsibility or honor to one of the counselors, but tonight I'm going to do the moment of silence. Unfortunately, Councilor Howell's mother passed away, and there's so many individuals who pass away during this time of the year. It's a very, very difficult time of the year. I want to offer my heartfelt condolences to Councilor Howell and to your family. I'm very sorry. I know how difficult it is to lose your mother. It's probably one of the most difficult things. And also, I want to express my condolences and heartfelt condolences to anyone who has passed during or close to the holiday season. I pray for them and their family, as I do for Councilor Howell and his family. I know it's a very difficult time, and we will pray for you for strength, and that your family also gets through this, and all of those who have passed. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, members of the council. Our condolences from the staff as well. Councilor Howell. The next item on the agenda is the approval of the agenda. Madam Mayor, members of the council.
What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam Mayor,
Councilor Casey.
I move approval of the agenda as presented.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilor Ulibarri Jr.
Yes.
Councilor Romero.
Yes.
Councilor Howell.
Yes.
Councilor Casey.
Yes.
I have a motion by Councilor Casey and a second by Councilor Howell. Thank you, Madam Mayor. Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. The next item on the agenda is public input, and we have Mr. Wade Slick on Lodgers Tax. Mr. Slick.
Good evening, Mr. Slick. How are you? Sorry.
Things are good. So, Mayor and Council, tourism has been a bright spot in the Las Vegas economy for the last 7 years. A bright spot getting even brighter. Over 7 years, Las Vegas increased annual lodger tax collections from $226,000 to $384,000 a year. That's an average increase of 6% per year. For-profit businesses are happy with 6% per year increase in sales and revenue. The city, too, should be happy to see its tourism business show a 6% annual increase, for tourism is a city business. However, July to October this fiscal year, lodger tax collections are increasing an average of 8% per month. 8% per month, not year, 8% per month. Lodger tax collections measure overnight visitor spending. Over 7 years, Las Vegas increased its annual overnight visitor spending from 9.6 million to 13 million, which is 12% of the total economy. But again, this July to October alone, overnight visitors spent $1.5 million more dollars in Las Vegas than the same 4 months last year. Therefore, it's a good time to fill vacancies on the Lodger Tax Advisory Board. That way, the board can recommend 2020 advertising to mayor and council. City Finance says Las Vegas has another $218,000 available in lodger tax funds. With another $218,000 of advertising between now and June 30, mayor and council can generate monthly increases in tourist spending even bigger than 8% per month. Thank you.
Mr. Slick, I'd like to respond. First of all, I did get the applications for the individuals who are interested in participating. I will be interviewing those individuals
Excellent.
and make sure that they have met all the criteria. Second of all, could you please provide your report to Tana so she can follow up with a report to the council regarding the lodger's tax increases? I think there's a discrepancy. That's my opinion, of course, but I think Tana can confirm that. I'd appreciate it. And thank you very much for being here.
Provided to,
Tana?
Over your
The
left shoulder.
finance director?
I just can't hear.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Mr. Slick. That concludes our public input, Madam Mayor and members of the council. The next item are discussion items. Number one is out-of-state travel to Canyon City, Colorado. Chief Bill.
Thank you, ma'am. Madam Mayor, members of the council, good evening. We are requesting to send our firearms instructor, Sergeant David Latalo, to Canyon City, Colorado, to attend the Glock Armorer School. This would enable the department to make repairs to department-issued sidearms rather than sending them out to an armor outside of the city.
Okay, questions, comments? Consent? Councilor Howell.
Thank you, Mayor. Chief Bibb.
Sir.
Now, this person that you're sending to, and he'll be a certified armor?
Certified by Glock.
Okay.
By Glock.
And who were we sending it to before? The repairs?
If I understand correctly, Mr. Howell, it would have to be, the entire firearm would have to be swapped out.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it's not repaired, it's just...
Correct.
Is that less expensive?
Quite.
It's more expensive to
To,
swap out or to have a
yes,
certified?
because you're trading a defective weapon for a brand new one.
Okay. And so how much is the cost going to be when we have a certified armor?
Just the cost of the parts.
Just cost. That's good. Thank you.
Sir.
Councilor Beasley.
Thank you. The information that we have here says that the registration is $250, and the projected cost for the allowable lodging and meals will be $272. But it doesn't say anything about mileage. So is he going to be going in his own vehicle, or will he be taking a city vehicle and the mileage will be paid by the city?
It's my understanding that, yes, he is requesting to use a city vehicle, and that way the mileage is absorbed by the city gas card.
Okay. Thank you.
Any questions? Do we use primarily Glock?
Yes, ma'am.
We do.
That is the department-issued sidearm.
And that's top of the line, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Questions, comments? Consent?
Consent.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief Bill. Thank you, Madam Mayor, members of the council. Item number 2 is out-of-state travel to Quantico, Virginia.
Yes, ma'am.
Did I smash that one? Or I didn't?
No, you're right on.
Chief Bill.
Thank you, ma'am. Madam Mayor, members of the council, if you would indulge me, I'd like to read a letter from FBI Albuquerque. Dear Chief Bibb, I am pleased to extend a formal invitation to Commander Eric Padilla to attend the FBI National Academy's 279th session from January 6, 2020 through March 13th of 2020. We look forward to having him attend and know this endeavor will prove invaluable for both our organizations. Again, congratulations to Commander Padilla for his acceptance into the FBI National Academy. Signed sincerely, James C. Langenberg, Special Agent in Charge, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Questions, comments? Councilor Rick.
Chief Bibb, will they be co-commissioned for the FBI and
No, sir. This is an executive level training session where issues of national security, terrorism, forensic science at an executive level are taught.
And I know there are officers in APD that are like co-commissioned
Right.
APD.
Those are task force officers. Presently, we don't have anyone on any federal task force.
Thank you. He'll be gone for 72 days,
Yes,
so he will be paid still his regular pay while he's gone?
that's what we're requesting, and that would be the only cost to the city, is his salary and his gas to get him there. His lodging, the course, completely
Everything is paid.
absorbed by the FBI.
And he has to drive all the way over there?
He doesn't have to. It was recommended that he have a vehicle there. Apparently Quantico's in a pretty remote area.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Counselor Howell?
Thank you, Mayor. Chief Bibb, this doesn't mean that he's going to be an FBI agent.
It does not.
Okay.
And if I may, sir,
I mean,
this is the first time ever that a Las Vegas police officer has been accepted to the FBI National Academy.
that's great.
And when you consider how many police agencies there are, not only in the United States, but they also have students from around the world. A class size is approximately 250. So for a commander from Las Vegas, New Mexico, to go to this is, I can't understate how prestigious this is.
It's a huge honor.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it really is.
Can I ask a question?
You got the floor.
Chief Bibb, do you know anything about the active shooter program that Highlands just got certified for?
I just spoke with Chief Romero today, and we are still honoring our current MOU with the Highlands Police Department, and he has offered to have himself or the other officer that went with him to instruct in our in-service training.
Oh, wonderful. That's good. That's good. Ask about that. Thank you.
Sir.
That's good. Thank you.
Any other questions? First of all, I want to thank you for supporting your staff. This is a great honor to the department and to the city of Las Vegas. We have a lot of first times, and that's great during this administration. So one of my questions, of course, was who's going to cover. That was clearly addressed to the memorandum. I attached that memorandum, and as did Emery, to the actual agenda, so the council is very informed. Thank you very much, Chiefs, for doing such a good job.
Thank you, ma'am.
What is the pleasure of the board?
Consent.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, members of the council. Chief Bibb.
Thank you.
The next item on the agenda is the Rocky Road, the bid for the Mountain View, King Street, and West National Street, and we have Mr. Danny Gouveia. Danny? Are you-
Council, I'm here to seek your approval of rejecting the bid that Rocky Road gave us for the National, West National King Street project. It was over budget. I ask Stan for any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Burnett. Questions, comments? Councilor Burnett.
Was he the only bidder?
He was the only sole bidder on there, and he was overbid by a few
Did he
dollars.
advertise, or how did we?
We did the advertisement for close to, I think it's the minimum is 20, or the most 21 days, and that's through the Albuquerque Journal and through our website.
What we'll be doing, if it's approved to reject the bids, then we'll go ahead and go back out and try to find as many agencies as we can so they can submit.
Questions, comments? Councilor House.
Thank you, Mayor. Mr. Gurule, so the only reason was that he overbid?
He overbid, and he was the sole vendor under, we didn't,
If he was the sole vendor, it had nothing to do with his performance work or anything like that?
no, sir.
Should we not consider local, a local person?
With what he overbid is, we don't have the budget to, so the engineers actually can go ahead and instead of 60% of the plan, we're gonna go ahead and cut it down some and see if we could get other vendors to come out and give us a bid.
And if we don't achieve that?
We're gonna have to, we're gonna have to leave it to the engineer to figure out how we're gonna go about to get the money spent.
Can he rebid?
Yeah, he could rebid.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Councilor Durant.
So let's use this theory that he gets angry that was rejected, and the next time doesn't bid, and we get no bidders. What happens then? Just wait till-
I'm gonna have to leave that to the engineer and see how we're gonna go about it. I know the engineer's gonna go ahead and see, he said there's a lot of contractors that did pick up plans, but they didn't come and bid. I don't know if it was the weather that day, because it was the day that it did snow and stuff like that. So maybe that what stopped them from coming. I guess we'll have to see when it comes down to it. I think in December is basically when we're gonna put it up for bid again, and hopefully have it awarded by January.
And the timeline of the project, does that change anything?
No, it shouldn't.
I have a couple of questions. When you put out the bids, do you actually go to construction industries and check to see if any of these contractors have been red flagged for substandard work?
We did go ahead and look at his credentials as far as how he is with the state, make sure that he's up to date on his taxes and stuff like that, and he does check out on it. And we do check that before we come and seek approval.
And do you
of the
also
vendor.
check work locally that he's performing?
We don't, we can't, I mean, the city, we can't go that far into that right there. We just gotta make sure that when we do go out, we gotta make sure that he is following the specs of the DOT, which we go ahead and whatever he's providing for us.
And also, I think it's under section 1226, that if he's not the lowest responsible bidder, that you can disqualify him as well. So that's something we have to look at.
Yes, ma'am.
And talk to the engineers, maybe we can put it out, scope it out somewhere else, possibly encourage the others to come in and bid.
We'll see in
Any other
December.
questions? Thank you, Mr. Green. Okay, what is the pleasure of the board?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. That concludes the
We have
discussion.
is it consent? On three,
Oh, I'm
additional
sorry.
agree. Consent?
Consent. Consent.
Okay, good.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you very much.
Do you have any, that concludes our discussion items, I'm sorry. And
I'm sorry?
that concludes our discussion items, Madam Mayor.
Okay.
And I don't have any for executive session, and I don't know if anyone else does.
Okay. Need a motion for
Make a motion to enter executive session for personnel matters as permitted by section 10-15-1H2 of the Municipal Open Meetings Act of 1978.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Okay.
Counselor Casey?
Yes.
Counselor Yulabri Jr.?
Yes.
Counselor Howell?
Yes.
Counselor Romero?
No.
I have a motion by Counselor Romero and a second by Counselor Howell. Thank you, Madam Mayor. Motion carries.
Thank you very much. Let's go into executive. Hello?
Madam Mayor, I make the motion to return to regular session after coming back from executive session as permitted by section 10-15-1 of the Municipal Open Meetings Act, personnel matters. I'd also like to note for the record that only those matters specified in the motion for executive session were discussed, and no other matters were discussed, and no decisions were made.
Thank you very much. Do you have a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Counselor Yulabri Jr.?
Yes.
Counselor Casey?
Yes.
Counselor Romero?
Yes.
Counselor Howell?
Yes.
I have a motion by Counselor Romero and a second by Counselor Howell. Thank you, Madam Mayor. Motion carries.
I need a motion to adjourn.
Madam Mayor, I move that we adjourn.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Counselor Howell?
Yes.
Counselor Romero?
Yes.
Counselor Casey?
Yes.
Counselor Yulabri Jr.?
Yes.
I have a motion by Counselor Casey and a second by Counselor Yulabri Jr. Thank you, Madam Mayor. Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Members of the